Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.
Sometimes I speak to men and women, okay? Both men and women who are in their 30s and 40s. And the statement comes out, I'm getting old, I need to get married, okay? Now, in almost all the cases, I always ask them a specific list of questions. You're talking of my clients, my clients who speak to me, not random people. Random people, it's none of my business. My clients who speak to me and take my advice. So, when guys tell me, listen, my parents are forcing me to get married and I'm getting old, and immediately I ask the guy, okay, how much do you earn per month? Okay? And then I ask him, how much savings do you have? And then obviously the other questions related to money. Okay, if the person is sick, how much money can you spend per month? How much money can you spend to take care of anyone in their family? If suppose, let's say the wife's mother or wife's father gets sick, or let's say the wife needs hospital treatment or has an accident. So what will you do? Okay, let's say your wife becomes pregnant and then you have a baby. Okay, how much can you save? Then your baby is hospitalized for whatever reason. You have to spend, let's say, $1,000 a day. For incubation, it's sometimes to put in an incubator, it's $500 a day. And some hospitals, they make it a business to make sure that they use these services so that they can squeeze money. It's very famous in the Middle East. That's why you'll see simple couples ending up with a bill. What about bull? Ending up with a bill of $100,000, and it's crazy, man. So, when you're talking about a child's life, the parent will never compromise. They'll say, no matter how much money, save my child. So, I ask the guy this. And then obviously the question, if you fall sick, who'll take care of you? Who'll take care of your wife? Okay. Now this is with regards to the guy. When a girl tells me about marriage, I immediately ask her okay, how old are you? First is age. The younger the girl is, the easier it is for her to find someone. The older she is, the more harder. The second thing is her appearance. Whether we accept it or we don't, appearance matters. If you are a 100 kg overweight female whose complexion is not very pleasing to the eyes, who's huffing and puffing, who has thyroid issues or health problems, let's be realistic. It's going to be very challenging for you to get a life partner. Okay? We don't have to act dumb. Men want attractive women. That's why when they see porn, men always see hot girls, young girls, beautiful girls. Who wants to see fat old aunties? Well, there are some people who have the fetish, but they're not looking for a marriage partner over there. It's just a fetish. So, if you're young, fine, you have time. If you're old, well, it's going to be impossibly hard. I'm not saying that you can never get, you may get, but it's very hard. Now the second thing, your family. Does your family support you or your family doesn't? Then third one, what about money? Are you rich? Not rich. The next one, education and career. Can you work? Are you independent? Or are you depending on a man to take care of you? And last if not the least, do you have common sense? Do you have brains? I know this might sound very rude, but there are so many women who really don't have common sense. They don't even use their brains. They don't have any. I'm not saying all men have. Oh, there are plenty of men who are seriously so dumb. I wonder how do they even exist. But when you're talking of women who want to get married, desperately want to get married, the logic that they give just doesn't make sense. Oh, I'm alone, I want someone to love, to take care. I want to have only one man who I give my body to. Yeah, your body, provided the shape is good, otherwise a man would prefer a better body. And some women proudly tell me, I want to give my virginity as a gift to my husband. Yeah, who wants that vagina, man? It's just an opening in between your legs, opening which has a hymen. What is that gift? It's just flesh. What gift? This bullshit that permeates through tradition and culture, and people just talk, oh, I give it as a gift. Yeah, your vagina may be fresh, untouched. Your brains are rotten. Your character is stupid. You don't. Your personality is that of a frog or a horse, or even worse than that, or maybe poo. You know, poop. It's that stinky. Who cares about your vagina, man? Yeah, it's nonsense. And then you have some parents who feel that their child, whether son or daughter, is the gold standard. Like, you know, some parents, oh, my son, oh, he's such a great, it's like Elon Musk, oh, my son, oh, so great, such a product we have created, amazing. His sausage must be gold plated. Oh, he's a doctor, he's an MBA, oh, so great, so great. Yeah, he is a fucking muppet. And then even worse is when the parents of our daughter, especially our Indians, oh, our daughter, yeah, gold-plated vagina, oh, fresh halal meat, fresh chicken. It's like they're selling meat, you know. The funny thing is, these very girls who are treated like so grand, what the parents don't know, it's like, you know, a car in the showroom, a brand new car. The minute you roll it out of the showroom, 40% value comes down immediately. And then when someone uses that car, wear and tear, value goes down even more, even if it looks brand new. And finally, nobody wants it. They want the new model. That's the sad analogy I can give you with, especially Asian women, our Indian society, no? I'm not saying women are like that. Don't get me wrong, I have a daughter myself. But this is the reality. This is the fact of our Eastern cultures. Fine, in the Western culture, you can have a female who says, like Will Smith's daughter, I'm polyamorous and all that shit. And oh, I like twosome, threesome, I like orgies, they can, in France, they can walk half naked and say women's feminism, and they can even proudly show photographs of 10 black guys. You know, in porno, you have one white girl, 10 black guys, and she has, you know, some fluid all over her mouth, and she's saying, I like variety. We live in a day and age where some women are even proud of this. What can you say? What can you do? But I'm talking of a normal society. In the normal society, all this is not acceptable. So when you're talking of men and women, the standard rules which I believe is number one, first most important thing is, do you have a career? Do you have money? Do you have savings? That is the first one. Okay, with career I'm talking of a well-positioned job, not hand to mouth. Whether man or woman, if you have that, then you have independence. You don't have to bend your head to anyone. Then in the girl side, are you attractive enough, and does age hold up to you? And yes, more important than that is, do you have the common sense, the personality, the ability to handle men? If you don't know that, then there are so many sleazeballs who will take advantage of you and destroy you. Then where you're talking about men, first is always money. The second one is, you know, do you have the common sense to make the right choice, the right decision? When you marry, you should understand you're getting married to the family. You're not getting married to only the girl. There are so many factors involved. And if the girl is westernized, as they say, She will have her friends, a circle of influence, co-workers, social media. And today social media is polluting everyone. So who's chatting with them, who's talking to them, who's putting shit into their head, which programs are they watching, what are they getting influenced by? So all this gets compounded. And then finally, last if not the least, what you need to keep in mind is always the initial phase is a honeymoon phase. Romantic, I love you, you love me, oh, I can't breathe without you, you can't breathe without me. Both look attractive, both look young, both look amazing, both spend time to dress up, look good, smell good, great sex. However, after the honeymoon phase is over, routine sets in. You have to work, you have to pay the bills, take care. And once you have a kid, the dynamics changes completely. It's a very tough, very, very, very tough challenge to take care of a child. Not just the money, attention, love, patience, it drives you nuts. So over there is where the uphill task begins. It's like I just walked down from there. I just walked down. It's very easy. But then when you have to go back up again, very tough. And that is where both the husband and wife will be tested. They are two different people, two different personalities, two different egos. So the bottom line, what I want to tell you through this video is, see, marriage is not a solution. There are so many who just want to get married for the sake of getting married. And when you give bullshit like, oh, society is forcing me, oh, my parents are forcing, stop that, man. Your mother and father are not getting married to someone else. You know, simple things, you may not even think of simple. Do you know, like, for example, there are some women who say, oh, my husband wants anal sex. Oh, my husband wants rough sex. Oh, my husband wants me to do these dirty things. And example I'm giving. Another one is, my husband drinks, smokes, and gets angry and he beats me and shouts. Another one, my husband spends full time outside. I don't know where he goes. Another one, oh, my husband is spending all the money. We don't have any savings. What do you do? When you get these problems, what do you do? What are you going to tell your mommy and daddy? Huh? And then, for example, you're a guy. The female starts shouting, screaming, breaking stuff in the house, getting a temper, demanding stuff. She says, oh, I'm equal to you. You have to give me pleasure. Come on, get down on me. Wakes you up in the middle of the night and tells you, this urine-filled vagina, start, lick. There are women like that, man. There are women who, if you don't give them attention, they'll break everything in the house. They'll scratch your car. They'll spend your money from their account. They'll say, I don't want to see your mother, your father. What do you do? See, you need to use your common sense. These are real life problems. When you get married, everything is romantic. But when problems start, they get equally worse. And divorce, oh, you don't even want to get there. So all I'm trying to tell you through this video is, maybe if you're single till now, it's best you remain single. That is, if you have crossed, for women, if you have crossed, say 40s, just forget it. It's better you forget it. It's very rare. Unless, of course, you found a divorcee or you're divorced, and fine. Because women over 40 know what they want. Or late 30s. For a man, irrespective whatever is your age, you can get married at 60 also. The only drawback to this is, when you have a kid, if you have to earn till the kid completes college, you'll need 20 years buffer. So it's recommended get married before 40 or at 40. The serious marriage, okay? Otherwise, when you're 60, your child will be 20, you still need to earn to pay the college. Then what do you do? And then lastly, I would say, don't worry about getting married. You'll always get a female, always, if the money is right. If you don't have the money, don't bloody get into it. But most important is, be careful who you select, because you choose a wrong female. And nowadays, women are not to be underestimated. Many guys say, oh, I'll come to Thailand and get a simple girl like, oh, you have no idea how sharp, how smart, how manipulative they can get. And take it from me, they can literally destroy your life. So just be careful. Be careful what you're doing, where you're headed, how you're doing it. Marriage is not a solution, I tell everybody. It's the beginning of bigger challenges, bigger problems, bigger headaches, bigger expenditure. And goodbye to privacy, goodbye to independence, goodbye to many things. There's an opportunity, cost involved. So I hope this shed some light. Please stop desperately wanting to get married. There's a logical, smart process involved. And if you want to know what that is, I can share with you in the next video. You can comment down below. I can tell you what are the strategies I adopted to choose the right partner and how I nearly got saved by the skin of my teeth from making a mistake. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Macedo is the best.